What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today when I talk to you about NIO, I want to go over some of the data points, latest in updates, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So NIO is down 1.87%. It is fair to assume once the market does open, NIO might get manipulated down a little bit more, only because of this. So NIO trading on the Hong Kong exchange went down 4.3%. 9 times out of 10, the ADR does get manipulated more than this, so it is fair to assume that today might be a 5% red day. So we'll just have to wait and see how this all does play out, but it was a somewhat unpopular opinion that there was going to be a nice recovery this week with Trump potentially reducing the tariffs. But unfortunately, over the weekend, it looks as though he said some comments Sunday that he's actually willing to double down on some tariffs. So it's kind of going the opposite direction of what the market does want. Shorts are taking advantage and doubling down this morning, so increasing 4.64 million shares. NIO is top 10 most heavily traded again, so it's definitely getting a lot of attention. Maybe not the right attention, because over the last 1 month it is down 17.49%. so kind of crazy how this is all playing out. Only data that did come out though from China was this, so manufacturing data. Forecast was 50.5, came in line with that, so nothing really overly crazy, still above 50, so shows more of an expansion is occurring within the broader market, not necessarily contraction if it is below 50. So I think maybe the market is wanting or was hoping for better data than this, but still at the end of the day, it's just a combination of maybe this and just Trump, as crazy as that sounds. So let me know your general thoughts on that. A couple things that did come out that I wanted to share with you. Looks as though that Onvo is seeing a clear rebound in orders. So this is kind of interesting. Like a couple days after their earnings, they did have the same individual come out and say, hey, like Onvo, there wasn't any demand or anything. So I feel like in that 2-week gap, something had to have changed for them to show a clear rebound. So with their monthly numbers coming out tomorrow, maybe this is a precursor for that. So we'll just have to wait and see. Only other thing I wanted to share with you, so NIO co-founder revealed several key pieces of information at the EP Club. So it looks like the 2025 models won't have any price increase, but they'll have more features. That overall is a kind of a positive to me. Second one right here, so there's no plans for an MPV or a small supercar. So I think that'd be stupid of them to do that anyways right now. Just it'd be wasting money. And then third one, I kind of don't really get this point, but with a relatively large number of models, the focus is currently on doing what needs to be done. You would assume that is logical, just common sense, but I don't know. Let me know your general thoughts on that in the comments below. But aside from that though, some key points to really watch for, as I shared in my video yesterday, $3.50 is that S3. One key point that you really want to watch for it to get above early on in the week, if you're going to see any sort of recovery, is this S2, so $3.92. But aside from that, there isn't any new analyst ratings, no real articles coming out. So this is the ratings, just on a side note. So last one came out 3 days ago, $4.90 DBS. Analyst has a 54% success rating. But I think just generally right now, the sentiment is very, very low, as you can kind of see. So people just, I think we're hoping for a good earnings. And ever since the earnings did occur, you're just having just negative kind of point after negative point. So it is just a very bad scenario. But aside from that though, on the actual chart, as I shared in my video yesterday, there's not really much positives to bring up, except for stochastic RSI that's considered rather oversold. So good piece of news, most likely coming from the monthly numbers tomorrow. Then you could see a nice push higher, but today might be just a bloodbath in the broader market. So Black Monday is what people already are calling it. So Dow is down 0.59, S&P down 1.02, then NASDAQ 1.2. So not necessarily the best. And gold is just tearing it up like crazy. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on NIO. Are you buying? Are you selling? what's your kind of general thoughts on NIO? So yeah, let me know your viewpoint. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon and give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolutely on point and bangers. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.